Now, the second part is of parenting or conscious parenting is where you need to understand with the birth of your child, a mother is being born. Till now you were a woman, till now you were a man, but now you are going to be mother and father. So it is important you accept and you be able to take that responsibility nicely. It is important that you be ready for it. It is important that you honor it, that there is something that is bestowed upon you. So once the child is born, your roles have changed. Once the child is born, you need to now live for the child, because the first 7 years of the childhood are the most important after the womb time, the most important for the character of a child or a person to shape up. Let's understand from an energy point of view, the child has no aura. So the protective shield of the child is missing, which we all have. Who is the protector? Is the mother. When we leave the child behind, or when we send them to school at a very small age, into boarding schools, or when we leave them with other people other than the parents, the child feels very unsafe. The only issue with children is that they can't express it, but they do feel unsafe, and then this can lead to teenage issues or to causes of some mishappening during puberty, or how they get into the conflict of self when their self at the age of 14, 15, their sense of identity and sense of identification as a self is trying to mature. At that time, these children with unsafe environment, even though it looks very normal in our society, but it is an unsafe environment, because the child only feels protected when the child is with the parents. So conscious parenting is nothing but taking your role very responsibly. Nothing but knowing that the child is another soul with his or her journey, has come to learn some lessons, and you are there to only hold the space for the child. You are not really to possess your child. It is a very dishonoring and disrespecting behavior of parents when they believe as if they possess the child. Your child is not a thing. It is another soul with its journey, and you have taken the responsibility and the role of holding his space. So you need to deal with them with respect, deal with them like adults. Children understand much more than we do. In fact, they are our greatest teachers if we pay attention to them. How beautifully they evolve, how beautifully they blossom to who they are. And we need to be able to stop the conditioning and allow the nature to take over, because nature really knows what to do. It is us with our own insecurities, and of course whatever we have learned from the past, from our parents and ancestors, society, education, that we think this is the only way the child is supposed to be. You need to allow the child to experience, to explore, to experiment, and then while you hold their space and let them be safe, you need to give them the freedom to be. Now, freedom to be doesn't mean that they will only be doing the right things as per you. Freedom also means doing the wrong things and learning from them. So as a parent, you need to be very cautious of what you do, how you behave. And the first part of your parenthood, which is just even before your child has come to this lifetime, is very, very important. And I have one last message. I hear a lot of people who can't have a child, and they go and do procedures like IVF or surrogacy and things like that. It is beautiful that science has really grown. It is beautiful that we can do the impossible. We can do the unthinkable. We can, go find medicine for everything. But you need to realize that if a child is not coming to you, if you're not able to have a child, perhaps the universe is trying to tell you that you need to heal something in you so that the soul who is having a contract with you will come to you. Unless you heal that part of you, you shouldn't really be trying to have children through artificial ways of having children. There is a reason nature is doing what it is doing. You need to honor the universe and the will of the divine. And if you really desire to have a child, instead of going and spending money in such, expensive procedures, the best thing is to understand what in you is not ready for this new experience. Why is it that the new soul is not choosing to come to you? Once you understand that, then it would be removed. The root cause is removed, so you can act. The soul with whom you have a contract, who is supposed to come to you, will come to you. And sometimes maybe your lesson is to just enjoy a relationship without becoming a mother, without becoming a parent. I think acceptance is very, very important. Once we accept what is going wrong, once we accept that things inside of us need to change, we can actually heal anything and everything. There's so many people who could not have children who come to people like me and others, and once the root cause is removed, they can have children. But when you go through IVF and surrogacy and things like that, you're actually kind of interfering with the divine will. So my request is that whatever you do, whether it is parenting, living your life, studying, doing your job, just do it consciously. Thank you.